Well, this is Stix from Panther. You're watching Metalship.org. Don't suck. And brush your teeth. And scrub your balls. And fucking shower. What makes a great record to me? The songs have to be bitchin'. A great record is, to me, when you say record, I think of an album. I think of a collection of songs. Because some people call one song a record. But I call a record a group of songs, 9 to 15 songs. And I think that you got to kind of weave in and out of different, stay in your genre, but, you can't have all the same song, like, repeating over and over, because that's fucking boring. And you got to have hooks, and you got to have melodies, and you got to have lyrics, and you got to have guys who can play it great, and you got to have, you got to make it so chicks want to suck your dick when they listen to it. And that's what really makes a great record. If I'm walking down the street and someone says, "Oh my God, Stix, what's up?" And then some chick overhears it, and she goes, "Oh my God, you're Stix from Steel Panther. Can I suck your dick?" I know I've made a great record. It's untrue. It's a urban legend. It's like, have you ever heard the urban legend about the guy who goes to Las Vegas and he gets drugged and he ends up in the morning waking up in a bathtub full of ice with his kidney cut out?
Well,
I haven't either. I'm just saying.
okay. So you can testify that it's not true.
In our band, it's not true. Yeah. I'm not saying it's the highest quality. I'm just saying quantity.
Who gets the best chicks then?
Well, it's all,
Most of the time.
it's going to depend on who you ask, because every dude is going to think that they have the hottest chicks. You know what I'm saying? Because we all go for different kind of chicks,
Okay.
which works out great. And the dudes in my band and everybody respects the game enough to go, all right, if you're hitting on this chick, go for it. I'm not going to try to, horn in on your action. And we all kind of tend to go for different chicks. And chicks that go for guys in bands usually tend to be very specific in where they want to go. Like, if a girl wants me, she's going to want me and probably not those other dudes. And it's same with them. If she wants my singer, she's probably not going to want to, suck my dick unless she gets really wasted. Be hot, first of all. Look as good as you can. Because if there's only so many, passes, then it really comes down to how hot you are. Or if you're not that hot, you better suck a dick.
How could you know?
You can't. But you could say, "Hey, I will suck your dick," and that'll get my attention. For real. If a girl says, if a girl said, "I'll suck your dick," you'd be like, "Okay, how you doing?" And you'd start talking to her, because you wouldn't go. So, be hot, be cool. Don't be fucking annoying. That's really important. Don't be annoying. Let's talk, but don't tell me too much, because really, I got to go to the next town tonight, and you don't want to know too much about me. I don't want to know too much about you. I just want to get naked and roll around. Fair enough?
Yeah.
Really, fair enough?
Yeah.
Okay, we're doing this, right?
Well,
What?
yeah.
Awesome.
So, wow.
Tits, ass, and vaginas.
But you can't see them right away.
You can't, but you can see the silhouette of the tits, and you can see the silhouette of the shape of the ass.
And the third one.
The third one you can't tell.
Unless massive camel toe.
Massive camel toe, which, you know what? Obviously, a face. A face. This is a turn on mine. good teeth. I like full lips and nice fucking teeth. If those teeth are nice, oh God, it's such a plus. It really is. You know, not every chick turns me on. And it could be a smell, the way she smells. Like when a girl, you give her a hug, she smells fucking really nice. I like that. That could turn me on like that. But also at the same time, I could smell a girl and go, oh, that's not for me, not my style. Not bad, but just like no effect. So it's pretty weird. I don't know. Bad fucking teeth. That's fucking horrible. Fix your teeth, bad teeth ladies. And chicks that are fucking really too skinny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a turn off of mine.
Okay.
Like that kind of shit. I don't like that. I like, I like a woman. You don't have to put on a ton of makeup, but make yourself look nice. Don't. If you're gonna if we're gonna go out on a date, which usually doesn't happen because I don't really have a lot of time, but if we're going out on a date, comb your hair, brush your teeth, little thing, take a shower. And if you're a dude, scrub your balls, because that's rude. It's rude unless you just got done playing, opening up for Judas Priest. You don't have an excuse to have camping balls. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a dude, scrub your balls. If you're a lady, just wash up. We were all talking, and we had the album title, All You Can Eat, and then I started thinking, I was like, what's the most famous meal ever? And it's The Last Supper. So I said, hey, we should recreate The Last Supper. And then everybody's ideas started coming in. Hey, we should have pizza on there. We should have, bitches on there. We should have, all sorts of stuff. So, by the end of it, that what you see is a collaboration of, the photographer, David Jackson, and the band. And that's what we did. This is rock and roll. To us, this is what looks cool. Like when going out on stage, if I went out on stage, no offense, Arno, but if I went out on stage dressed regular, you know what I'm saying, with a t-shirt, jeans, and some tennis shoes, and that was it, people would go, who's that? They'd look up, they go, oh, it's a guy, it's a crew guy. Or, you know what I mean? When they see the sparkles and they see the leather and they see the whole thing, it's fucking exciting. It changes the way that the audience feels. And if we didn't, we're rocking by nature. If we didn't put on the clothes we put on, it's kind of like Superman trying to fly through the sky in his Clark Kent outfit. Do I wear this to the beach? Sometimes. Do I wear this in the shower by myself? Sometimes. If I'm wasted enough. But it still looks cool. I'll be in the shower by myself looking super cool. I think they're hot up here. Canadian chicks, in my experience, pretty loose, which is always a plus. Like the entire nationality?
No.
That'd be crazy.
Wow.
I have not, as of today, banged a Brazilian girl.
Really?
I'd be down for that.
A girl.
A girl,
Yeah.
not a she-male.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I'd be down to tap that South American ass. God, that's a long list. You're gonna pin me down an answer, and you know what? There's so many weird things that have happened in so many weird countries that I honestly would be unfair of me to answer. And I'm not trying to get out of answering it, but it's the truth. It's like Australia, Japan, Germany, France, Norway, Finland, Sweden, the Netherlands, Canada, Mexico. A lot of places some weird shit has happened. So I can't really say. I can't let one girl speak for an entire nationality.
Okay. That's cool.
And I think that there's freaks everywhere. Mm-hmm. And I think that there's completely square, not in a bad way, but completely square chicks everywhere, in every country. And it just depends on, well, if you're coming to a Steel Panther show, solid chance you're not totally square. Solid chance you're going to want to get a little freaky. And if you don't, that's cool too. We'll just pass you to Lexi Fox. Never. Okay. I mean, even with a song, we have a song called Handicapped Slut. Yeah. I never think that we're going too far. Only because we are the band that says what many people are thinking, whether they want to admit it or not. You know, handicapped chicks, they want to fuck just like capable people. And so we're just giving them a voice. That's what we're doing in that song, is saying, hey, look, she may be a paraplegic or whatever, she still wants to bone. And that's bitchin'. You know, it's like the song Fat Girl. I see girls coming to our shows, like in the front row, I'll see a big girl singing Fat Girl like it's her song. You know, I think it's fucking great. I don't think we go too far. I think we obviously don't write songs that fit within the radio, rules. But fuck that, because we just write what we like. We don't pick on the black guy. We point out the black guy because we're fascinated with their penis sizes. We're just jealous. Jealousy, yeah, because, you know, when you see a good-looking black dude at your crowd, this is a good shot he's going to take your ladies. So we're just a little envious, you know? But I like the fact that, you know, you have people from all sorts of races and all religions and colors and creeds coming to our show. I mean, it's an inclusive show. We include everybody. Yeah. And, you know, I think that's bitchin', that anybody, it's not just a heavy metal, you know, a white heavy metal thing. It's a fucking everybody is welcome. And everybody, I think it's bitchin' when we have a bunch of different people from a bunch of different backgrounds at our show. Hall & Oates. Do you know what Hall & Oates is? Hall, Hall, and Oates, Oates. You need to look it up.
What is it?
They're a duo. They're an American duo. One of them's got a really cool mustache. One of them's got blonde curly hair. They're phenomenal. They've been around for a long time. That's my guilty pleasure. You need to look it up. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
I don't know if you want to keep the mic this close, you know, or
is that better?
Yeah. Do whatever. Feel free.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. All right.